Okay, wow, folks, buckle up. The AI world, it's just crazy right now. We're talking servers melting and quantum leaps and ethical firestorms all happening at the same time. So let's dive in.
It really is remarkable, even for those of us, who live and breathe AI. This pace of change, it's just astonishing.
Yeah, so let's start with the news that has just set the internet on fire. Grok 3.xai just dropped it for free. The whole AI world is losing its mind, especially in Europe, it seems like.
I mean, just imagine a world where anybody, anywhere, can access AI that's powerful enough to take like complex legal documents and just distill them into plain English.
Right.
I mean, that's Grok 3. It's not just processing data. It's like it actually understands it in a way that's truly impressive.
Yeah, you got that right. I'm hearing even seasoned lawyers are kind of freaking out a little. But let's not forget the drama here. XAI themselves said they'd keep Grok 3 free, quote, until the servers melt, end quote. And they weren't kidding. Reports of server strain are coming in from all over.
And there's a good reason for all that. Grok 3, it was trained on Colossus, which is xAI's, their supercluster. And just to give you some context here, Colossus uses 10 times the computing power of any AI model that came before it. We're talking 200 million GPU hours on 100,000 of NVIDIA's top-of-the-line H100 GPUs. This kind of power, it used to be something that only governments and these huge tech giants could even dream of. And now it's available to anyone with an internet connection.
I mean, that's mind-blowing. It's like we're suddenly handing everybody the keys to the AI kingdom. And speaking of mind-blowing, let's talk about quantum AI for a minute. You're telling me that science fiction is becoming a reality?
It's starting to seem that way. Just yesterday, Business Standard reported this major breakthrough by Microsoft. They've developed a quantum chip that could completely revolutionize AI speeds.
Okay, wait, hold on a second. Back up for a second. For those of us who don't have a PhD in quantum physics, what does that actually mean?
So think of it this way. Traditional computers use bits, which can be a 0 or a 1, right? But quantum computers, they use these things called qubits, which can be both 0 and 1 at the same time. This lets them process information exponentially faster and tackle really complex tasks, like climate modeling with just unprecedented speed.
So we're talking about AI that can, like, predict the weather with pinpoint accuracy, or design life-saving drugs in a fraction of the time it takes us now. What's the timeline on all of this? Like, when is this quantum leap actually going to happen?
Well, specific applications are still being developed, of course, but the potential is really immense. We could see these speed increases becoming a reality as early as 2026. And it's not just theoretical either. Major European research labs like CERN, they're already exploring quantum AI. For climate modeling, they're hoping to create much more accurate and detailed climate models.
Wow, that's what I call real-world impact. But hold on, you said the quantum AI is really expensive, right? So does that mean that only these big research labs will actually benefit from it?
That's a really good question. And yeah, it is a valid concern. The high cost of quantum computing does create a barrier to entry, for sure. At least for now. Access is mostly limited to governments and these big corporations.
So we've got this incredible power on the one hand, but very limited access on the other. Does that raise any red flags for you?
It definitely raises some questions about how we make sure that access to these transformative technologies is equitable. We really need to be careful about the possibility of a knowledge gap emerging, where all the benefits of quantum AI are concentrated among just a select few.
That is a really thought-provoking point. It's like we're standing at a crossroads right now with these incredible opportunities on one side and potential pitfalls on the other. It really makes you think about where all of this is headed.
Yeah, it really does make you wonder where we go from here. This rapid evolution of AI, it's got implications that go way beyond just the tech world.
No doubt about it. I'm thinking about the potential impact on jobs and the economy. I mean, it's a conversation that everybody is having right now.
Yeah, and it's understandable. I mean, there's a natural fear that as AI becomes more capable, it's going to displace human workers.
Right, right. But is it all doom and gloom, or is there a silver lining here?
Well, some jobs will inevitably be automated. That's just the reality. But AI also has the potential to create entirely new industries and roles that we haven't even thought of yet. Think of it as a catalyst for innovation and change. The key is to adapt and evolve alongside AI.
Okay, so instead of fearing AI, we should be focusing on how to work with it.
Exactly. The World Economic Forum, actually, they put it really well in a recent report. They said the future of work is not about machines replacing humans, but about humans and machines working together.
I love that. It's a great way to look at it. It shifts the whole focus from fear to collaboration. But realistically speaking, how do we actually prepare for this future? What skills are going to be the most valuable in an AI-powered world?
Well, I think critical thinking is going to be paramount. As AI takes over more and more of those routine tasks, humans are going to need to focus on higher level thinking, like problem solving and decision making. The ability to really analyze information, identify patterns, and make good judgments. That's going to be incredibly valuable.
So sharpen those analytical skills, everybody. But are there any uniquely human qualities that are going to become even more important?
Absolutely. Things like creativity and empathy, ethical judgment, those things are going to be more valuable than ever. I mean, those are the traits that really distinguish us from machines and allow us to navigate the complexities of this, rapidly changing world.
It's almost like AI could push us to become even more human, to embrace the qualities that make us unique.
Yeah, it's kind of a paradox, but it is an intriguing possibility. And it brings us to another hot topic that's been in the news lately, GPT-5.
Yeah, OpenAI's latest and greatest. That thing is already creating an ethical storm.
It really is. GPT-5, which is currently in beta, by the way. It's facing a lot of scrutiny, mostly for its potential impact on data privacy and bias.
So similar concerns to those around Grok 3. What are people specifically worried about this time?
Well, one major concern is transparency, or rather the lack of it. At AI Ethics EU, which is a leading voice in ethical AI development, they raised a red flag on X, actually. About this lack of transparency in GPT-5's development, they're arguing that it makes it really difficult to assess and mitigate potential bias, which could obviously have some serious real-world consequences. This lack of transparency also kind of clashes with the EU AI Act, which was designed to regulate high-risk AI systems.
So we're facing this classic dilemma, the rapid pace of innovation versus the need for ethical guidelines and regulations. Is there any way to reconcile those two things?
Well, that's a huge question, and it's one that we really need to address. At the heart of it all is the question of accountability. How do we ensure that these powerful AI systems are developed and used responsibly? How do we strike that balance between innovation and ethics?
It's a tightrope walk, for sure, one that's going to require a lot of careful consideration and collaboration from everybody involved.
Couldn't agree more. But it's also such an exciting time. I mean, to be witnessing all of these incredible advancements. The potential for AI to really have a positive impact on the world, it's enormous.
I'm with you on that, but I think it's also important to acknowledge the potential downsides. We can't just blindly embrace AI without considering the risks. And this brings up a really critical question for our listeners. That's the question. What excites you the most about all of these advancements in AI? And what concerns you the most? Tell us what you think down in the comments.
I think that's a really important conversation that we all need to be having, as a society, I mean. The future of AI, it's being shaped right now. And it's up to all of us to make sure that it's a future that benefits humanity as a whole.
Right, you got it. And while we're thinking about those great questions, let's not forget the ways AI is already making a difference. I mean, one area where we're seeing some incredible progress is in healthcare.
It's pretty amazing. AI changing everything, from how we discover new drugs to how we personalize medicine.
Yeah, for example, researchers are using AI to try and tackle this huge problem of drug-resistant bacteria. They're developing brand new antibiotics using AI algorithms. It's a breakthrough that could honestly save countless lives.
And it's not just about solving problems that we already have. AI is also opening up this whole new world of personalized medicine, tailoring treatments to each patient's, unique genetic makeup. Imagine a world where cancer treatments are as individual as the people who need them.
I mean, that's just incredible. Like science fiction is becoming reality right before our eyes. Are there any other exciting developments happening in AI-powered healthcare?
Oh, tons. I mean, we're seeing all these AI-powered diagnostic tools that can detect diseases so much earlier and more accurately than ever before. And, early detection is absolutely crucial for treating a lot of diseases effectively. AI was playing a key role in making that a reality.
So AI is basically reshaping healthcare from the ground up. What does that actually mean for the average person?
Well, it means that we have a real chance to extend lifespans, improve our quality of life, and make healthcare more accessible and affordable for everybody.
That's a future I think we can all get behind. But just like with any new technology, I think it's important to proceed with both enthusiasm and caution.
Yeah, you're right. We need to be very aware of the potential challenges and make sure that AI is always used ethically and responsibly.
It's a balancing act, no doubt, but with some careful thought and open communication. I think we can harness this incredible power of AI for good.
I'm optimistic too. And for everyone listening out there, the best way to stay ahead of the curve is to stay informed and stay engaged.
Exactly. So to keep those brains buzzing, make sure you like and subscribe to AI for the People for your daily dose of AI news. And don't miss our 9:00 a.m. Deep Dive AI Frontiers, We're going to take an even deeper dive into the latest research happening in AI. And be sure to check out the AI for the People link tree. It's in the show notes. It's got tons of amazing AI resources.
The future of AI, it's happening right now. Let's explore together.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the world of AI. Until next time, stay curious and stay informed.